Hello and welcome to my channel. Well, what we have here are the three Bokers that I had and the Kalashnikovs that I had, and I got in a mini Kalashnikov. Now this one really is mini in the handle size too. It's like shrunk down in thickness. Is it thickness or height? I don't know. But anyways, because I was looking at the sub, the Boker sub, and I was thinking, wow, what is the mini going to do? Is it going to add more to the handle? And if it does, then it's basically just like the regular Kalashnikov. But what they did was they tightened up the spacing in here. I can get 4 fingers on here, but my hands are, I take a small glove to a medium. I'm like a size 8 gloves, 7 or 8. So it fits my hand perfectly. Now I added this little lanyard to it for a couple of reasons. One is it acts as a pull tab. 2, if you drop your knife or you're looking for it, fluorescent yellow is easier to find. And the third reason is in my belt carry, in a belt loop, if you put it in like this, especially with a deep carry one, the knife has a tendency sometimes to droop down a little bit. It isn't going anywhere, but it's not following parallel with the belt. With a lanyard, I just push this part in with the loop, and it gives it more thickness, you know, on the belt loop, and it keeps it from wiggling around. Anyways, so this is a cool little knife. It is, like I said, this is the kind of like the regular size blade, and this one's getting more thinner. As a matter of fact, as far as the comparison size, it's more, this is like the Spyderco Dragonfly size. It's more along the size of the Dragonfly as far as like handle width and also blade length. I mean, you got a big chunk of a hole here. So, I mean, as far as belly, they're pretty much the same. But yeah, it's a pretty cool knife. So, as far as size comparison goes, this is the sub, this is the mini, this is the regular, and this is the XL. He's so big he doesn't fit in there. Now the grips are wider on the XL naturally. These two are the same size. And this one, turn yourself on. Are you zeroed? Do you want to call that 0? All right. Quit acting up. All right, we're going to go with, I guess the widest. No, maybe we'll go with a finger groove. Second finger groove. 0.76 of an inch or 19.44 millis. All right, so on a regular, got all these blades open. I'm trying not to get cut. We'll go in the same spot right here. 0.98 of an inch or 25 millis. Why are you in absolute? Nobody asked for absolute. Quit it. Now we got to re-zero you. You're all right. Yeah, and on this guy, he don't have a lot of finger grooves, so we'll just put it right here on about the same spot. Get in there. It's not easy to do in front of the camera. 1.29 inches or 32 millimeters. So the size gets bigger, except for, you would think the sub being the smallest one would be the smallest one. But its handle width is the same as, oh, did we measure that? .96 is the smallest one on that one, and this guy is, yeah, it's the same size as, Huh, the second groove is a little smaller. You're getting too detailed there, sir. You're getting a little too detailed. All right, yeah, this guy's 0.73, 0.75. So 3/4 of an inch width compared to almost an inch on the regular. That's all you need to know, really. That's all we really needed to know. All right, but we do need to know blade length and cutting edge and all those vitals. So it's 2.5 inch, it looks like. And less than 3 inches overall if you're worried about that. All right, the overall length with the blade sticking out trying to get me is about 6 inches. And enclosed, it's pretty compact. 3.5. Now, I've had this for over a day, so of course I couldn't resist. I had to sharpen it. So you're not seeing the original edge on this thing. But you can get them pretty sharp. And it's D2, so it takes a little bit longer, but not that much longer, especially if you're using diamond stones. So yeah, I almost got the whole family. Now, this guy is an XXL. Now, you can find a large Boker, but they have different blade shapes, you know, like multifaceted kind of karambit looking thing. There's not too many of them left. I mean, it was like, I think it was a Blade Ops exclusive size that they did for a while, just like the sub is an exclusive. And let's look at the blade. So it still has that fancy little pivot, you know, it's got acrylic writing on it. If you just focus yourself. Yeah, they're nice. They're nice little knives. The button sticks up pretty high when it's deployed, but when it's back down, it's fairly recessed. It's not hard to find. This one's easier to find than the other ones. This one I tend to get this guy mixed up sometimes because they're the same height and they're about the same size. Not with this one. It's much easier. And this one, the button is recessed a lot more. It's like flush, and this is up. So for finger, you know, memory, this one's easier to deploy. I don't know, like this is the only one that I have it's recessed and everything. It just, I don't know. Anyways, they're not bad, and you can get them in. Mine was, I was really just going with size, and possibly blade shape and stuff. I'm not necessarily hooked on all the different colors and stuff because this is what's going to happen to them. If you're starting to use them, your knives are going to get like this, unless you got touch-up paint or you don't care, like me. I don't care. It's like patina. They're going to start getting, you know, it's aluminum with this paint over it, and it's going to scratch. I don't find that an issue, but some people might. This is in its pristine state, you know, before it's really been carried a lot. So there you go. I hope you found that somewhat interesting and different. I have a couple more knives to review. Let me look at the box here. I'll show you what the box says. So this is Boker Plus AKS 74 Mini D2 Black, made in Taiwan, which is not China yet. Not yet. All right, so there you go. Yeah, this guy's about as snappy as I think this guy. They're either equal or the regular has got them beat as far as snappiness, and this one's about equal with the regular. This guy's just a little bit slower to deploy, but it's a big blade, you know, and it gives you a little when it lands in because all that mass has got to stop. Oh, we took out the table. Yeah. So there you go. A lot of times when I'm going anywhere, I have this guy sitting in my front cargo pocket, and it doesn't bother me sitting down or anything else. And if you need a big blade, boom, there you go. You got a big blade right there. He's leaking. I put KPL in there, keep the action all zippy. All right, so there you go. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.